Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Dina, and today we are going to be opening the Mythical Mew collection. This was a special collection that has a Mythical Mew full art holo card here, as well as two of the Generation booster packs, and a cute little Mew pin. And this collection was created for the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. So you can see here, there are a whole bunch of the starter Pokemon. Got Torchic, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Oshawott, Chimchar, Pikachu, Mudkips, everybody. So I originally wanted to open this last week, but had to order it online because it seems like everybody wants this collection, you know? And I can see why, it's very cute. So, got another little Mew down here, and then here is the back with their little starter Pikachu 20th anniversary logo and train on. It says, "Now Mew is at your command. Rare and mysterious. Mythical Pokemon arrive when they choose and disappear just as quickly. Step forward into a new level of play with the Pokemon TCG Mythical Pokemon Collection Mew." So it says this collection includes a never-before-seen foil promo card featuring Mew, Mew's collector pin, 2 TCG Generations booster pack, and a code card for the online game. I'm going to be giving away the code card that comes with this box specifically, as well as the ones in the packs. All you have to do is leave a comment letting me know you want one, and I'll be giving those out over the next week. Okay, so let's go ahead and open it up. Not sure if this is the best way to open it, but we'll give it a try. This one's really well sealed. So in addition to these that you can see from the outside, there's also a little mini poster here. It says, "Celebrate 20 years of Pokemon." And then it says that there's going to be a Charizard EX, Blastoise EX, Venusaur EX, and Pikachu EX Red and Blue collection, which sounds pretty cool. I've actually already seen the Charizard EX one available online, and I think I might get it. I'm not sure yet. My favorite would definitely be Blastoise, but I haven't seen that one for sale yet. And we have here, it looks like all of these are going to get their own collection box. I've already seen the Celebi out, but they're going to have also, I guess, Jirachi, Darkrai, Manaphy, Shaman, Arceus, Victini, Keldeo, Genesect, and Meloetta. And here on the back, it says, get a mythical Pokemon every month. From February to December 2016, you can receive a different mythical Pokemon every month in a special video game distribution. I've already got the Mew, actually. It says to get these awesome Pokemon, you'll need a Pokemon X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire game, as well as a system in the Nintendo 3DS family. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure who my favorite out of this Beyond Mew would be. Genesect's pretty cool. Okay, so now we have these guys. Go ahead and open it up here. Here is the Mew, and I'll save this code card for those who want it in the comments. You can see how shiny it is. I really like cards that are just completely, like one big shine like that. I just think it looks really nice. And then also, this card feels pretty thick. You can see up close, she's got even shiny eyes. Holding a flower, and just got a whole bunch of flower petals and rainbow there. So, Mew has 70 HP, is Psychic type, and has an attack called Clairvoyance. Your opponent reveals his or her hand, and an attack called Psychic for 40+. It does 10 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So that's pretty good. That's technically an unlimited attack there, because they could keep putting energy on their Pokemon. So, weak of course to Psychic, and this is XY 110 Black Star promo. Very pretty. You can see how rainbowy the shine is too. I wasn't sure if that would if my camera would pick it up or not. So this goes back here. And here is the little Mew pin. I must say I prefer getting pins to the figurines. I'll have to find somewhere to put this pin. They got the little Pokeball logos on the back as well. And we have a Venusaur and Charizard Generations packs. Just get some of this stuff out of the way. Unfortunately, these only come with 2 packs. I wish it came with 3 or 4, considering the price of these sets, but the Generations series is kind of hard to get a hold of otherwise, so thought I'd go ahead and get one. So let's save Charizard for last and go for Venusaur first. So here he is. The art style kind of reminds me of Pokemon Stadium. Did you ever play that for the N64? He's got the little Pikachu logo, and the cheeks are actually 2 and 0 for the anniversary. It says, "Train on with Pokemon TCG Generations." Like Star Trek The Next Generation. Celebrate 20 years of Pokemon with the Pokemon TCG Generations expansion, covering every stage of a trainer's journey, from the choice of a first partner Pokemon to the most elite of trainer battles. Featuring Pikachu, Snorlax, Ninetales EX, Jolteon EX, plus Mega Charizard EX, Mega Blastoise EX, and Mega Venusaur EX. The Generations expansion is a power to be reckoned with. Train on. Okay, hopefully we get something good. We've only got 2 tries this time. Drum roll, please. Okay, and it looks like this pack starts off with a very cute Pikachu. It's got kind of a watercolor styled art there, if you can see. She's got a 60 HP. Nuzzle is the first attack, which says flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. And quick attack for 20. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 10 more damage. Pretty standard. Resistant to steel type and weak to fighting type. Very cute. I remember this Slowpoke. I have so many of him. Well, so this set also has some reprints from the first generation of cards, like base set, base 2, jungle, fossil, I think. I haven't seen the full list of what cards were reprinted, but yeah, this Slowpoke's art always kind of cracked me up because he's just out in the middle of nowhere. And his first attack here is Spacing Out. Flip a coin. If heads, heal 10 damage from this Pokemon. And then he has Scavenge. Discard a Psychic Energy card attached to this Pokemon. If you do, put an item card from your discard pile into your hand. And it says, it is always vacantly lost in thought, but no one knows what it's thinking about. It is good at fishing with its tail. Since that's how it evolves. Into Slowbro. Well, and technically, on his head, too, he's good with fishing, because Slowking. But, I mean, technically you need a King's Rock, but anyway. Oh, and we've got a Darkness Energy. That'll be very useful. Oh, there's a little Paris all huddled up in a tree. Oh, look at that. It's raining. I like the little web there. I wonder if that's a Spinnerack web. No. He's got 60 HP, an attack called Blot, which does 10 damage, and you heal 10 damage from this Pokemon. So that's pretty good. Weak to Fire type. It says it burrows under the ground to gnaw on tree roots. The mushrooms on its back absorb most of the nutrition. We have a reverse holo here, which is a special energy, a double colorless, very much appreciated for my decks. I like to include one in most of them that I put together, and it's cool that it's a reverse holo one too. You can see all the little colorless energies in the background there too. Nice. Oh, and here is a Radiant Collection card. This is Slurpuff, and they're all about to eat, I guess, like a little fake Slurpuff whip topping on top of pancakes. And I can't tell if this is holo itself or it's just all over holo, but I like the little whipped cream and flowery holo bits that it has on it as well. We've got a Swirlix in the background too. Oh, and these guys. And so this has 90 HP, is fairy type, has an attack called Lap Up, and you can barely see this, you have to tilt it. It says draw 3 cards. And then for 3 colorless energy, we have a Fairy Wind, which does a flat 40 damage. Very cute. I like all the Radiant Collection style cards. If you saw the videos where I opened Legendary Treasures booster packs, hey, okay, I know they're meant for girls, but I can't help but like them. So it says, the cakes Slurpuff makes always look just like the one Pokemon it likes. So itself, I guess. And the rare in this pack is a Pinsir. Wow. I've been really liking how strong they've been making Pinsir in the most recent, I guess, generations, or, sets of cards. I have a whole bunch of different ones in various decks now. This one is a basic Pokemon and has 100 HP. First attack here is Overhead Throw and can do 30 damage for only one energy card. It also does 20 damage to one of your benched Pokemon though. But if you had like a protection cube, that's okay. So we also have Heavy Suplex for 3 energy cards, does 40 damage, plus 20 more for each energy in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. Your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost, yeah. And he is weak to Fire type. And the little description says, it swings its long pincer horns wildly to attack. During cold periods, it hides deep in forests. Okay. And next up we have a Charmeleon Radiant Collection card. 90 HP, and it looks like he's learning from his trainer there. So we have Call for Support here. Search your deck for a supporter card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. And then Slash for 3 energy cards, which does 80 damage. That's a ton. Good job, Charmeleon. And it says, my precious friend who is always with me, I have so many things I want to tell you. That's kind of a sentimental card. And weak to water, of course. And the last... oh, there's 2 cards. I guess we don't get a code card with this pack, but that's okay. Next up we have a Metapod with a very cool art style. It's very like painterly. A lot of cool foliage. This Metapod has 70 HP, an ability called Adaptive Evolution. This Pokemon can evolve during your first turn or the turn you play it. And Harden. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon would be damaged by an attack, prevent that attack's damage done to this Pokemon if that damage is 60 or less. And here it says, a steel hard shell protects its tender body. It quietly endures hardships while awaiting evolution. And lastly, we have an Evo Soda, which I believe we've seen quite a few times before, but in any case, it says, search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon. This counts as evolving that Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterward. You can't use this card during your first turn or on a Pokemon that was put into play this turn. Okay, so that was our first pack. And sadly now for the second and last. Charizard. I was hoping to get a Blastoise pack, as that was who I always chose. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've played through Red and Blue with Charizard and Venusaur, but my go-to was definitely Blastoise. What do you think, guys? Will we get something good? Okay, so the first card in this pack is a Machop. He's got 70 HP, and he's carrying a huge boulder with 2 Geodude kind of hanging on. He's a very cartoony style Machop. And his attack is Knuckle Punch for 10. Oddly, not very strong compared to most of the Machop in other series who, could do with one energy card, like 20 damage, but interesting nonetheless. And this little blurb here says, it hefts a Graveler repeatedly to strengthen its entire body. It uses every type of martial arts. Interesting, so I guess, is that a Graveler? Because it just looks like a boulder with 2 Geodude, but whatever you say. And next up, an electric energy, or lightning energy as it used to be called. And a Shelter, sticking his tongue out. This Shelter has 60 HP, an attack called Rain Splash for 20, and it says here, its hard shell repels any kind of attack. It is vulnerable only when its shell is open, which is interesting because I don't think I've ever seen a card with Shelter with its shell closed. So I guess it's always vulnerable. And now we have a very cute Clefairy. Please focus. There we go. So this Clefairy has 60 HP and is twirling around under the moonlight with a whole bunch of flowers and stars. The attack here is Moonlight. Heal 30 damage from this Pokemon, as well as Pound for 20. The blurb says, it is said that happiness will come to those who see a gathering of Clefairy dancing under a full moon. Blah. Could not talk. Looks so like bouncy and soft. I'm glad that the fairy type came around so that all these guys from the first gen, weren't just like normal type. Because I felt like they were more legendary than just like a simple normal type or something. Anyway, we have a reverse hollow Metapod, which we saw in the last pack opening. He's got a whole bunch of leaf energies here in the hollow part. Very cool. And the Radiant collection here is a Swirlix, who is nestled in between a whole bunch of sweets. It's got like macaron and little candy hearts and stuff. It's so shiny that my camera doesn't want to focus on it. This Swirlix has 60 HP, has an attack here called Lick Away, remove all special conditions from this Pokemon, and Tackle for 20 damage. You can see the macaron and like jelly beans and hearts as well in the background. Very cool. And the little blurb is kind of hard to read here because of the macaron, but it says, my fluffy heart makes me feel like a marshmallow, a thrilling macaron full of colorful magic. Everybody's crazy about the taste of candy. Interesting, it was like he was talking. Nice, and we have a Gyarados rare. It's not hollow, but I mean, come on. Gyarados, never gonna turn one down. This Gyarados has 130 HP, an attack here called Berserker Splash for 80. Does 10 damage to each of your benched Pokemon. Molly just wants to have some fun. Come on, back off. Well, I guess she can just help then. The other attack here is Aqua Tail for 90 plus. Flip a coin for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. It does 30 more damage for each heads. So this is another very cool unlimited attack, you know? You can just keep adding more and more energy on. Sure, you have to flip a coin each time, but wow. Okay. Can you please not get air on the cards, please? Thank you. She's like, but it's a Mew box. I gotta open it with you. And here we have a Chikorita, the other Radiant Collection card. Actually, the first one in the series. It has 50 HP and it's kind of bounding down the stairs with Pikachu. The first attack here says Run Around. switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. And then it has Vine Whip for 20 damage. Here it says, running around, climbing trees, playing hide and seek, another wonderful day begins. Also, I like all the little badges that are included on these. It's pretty cute. Here we have an item card called a red card. Your opponent shuffles his or her hand into his or her deck and draws 4 cards. Interesting. That could definitely mess up somebody's plans. And lastly, we have an Imakuni. Do you guys remember, or did you watch the Let's Play that I did that had the Imakuni card in the Pokemon TCG Game Boy game? I cannot believe I actually have a real Imakuni card after all these years. That's so weird. So he's got Pokemon written on him. He's pretending to be a Pokemon. And it says, your active Pokemon is now confused. They got rid of the kind of creepy text that was on the original one. I think it was something like he's pretending to be a Pokemon. Yeah, I wonder how many people had no idea what this card was about. Oh man, that's awesome. I think this is my favorite card of the whole thing. Just because, you know, I saw it in the game like so long ago, and then, you know, for the 20th anniversary, I actually have the most ridiculous card that Pokemon ever made. Well, that was an interesting opening all around. No EXs or ultra rares, but this guy, he kind of made the whole thing worth it for me. Anyways, so got some of these guys. Go ahead and review, I guess, the shiny ones here. We've got Gyarados, the rare but not hollow. Of course, the beautiful Mew, which is so shiny that my camera does not want to focus on it. Very nice. I'm interested to see how all the other Mythical Collection cards will look. The Reverse Hollow Metapod, the Slurpuff, there was also the Swirlix as well. It's cool that I got the 2 of those together. Maybe I will use them in a deck. And a Reverse Hollow, double colorless energy. So that pretty much wraps up this box. If you would like the code card that came along with this box, just let me know in the comments what your favorite card was that I got this week, and yeah, I'll be giving that away in a few days. Until then, I'm going to finish out the video making some ASMR noises as always, and thanks for watching. Bye. Forget about this. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Dina and today we are going to be opening a shiny Mega Gyarados.